Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial. In this lesson today, we're going to be creating a very simple business card. I hope you've been enjoying the lesson so far, right? So this lesson, we're going to create a very simple business card. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to create a very simple business card. As a matter of fact, you should have your own business card created by the end of this lesson. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing to know when you want to create business card is the size. Okay, the size of business card papers. Okay, because you know, just like every other thing we design, sizes are very important, right? So the most common size for business card is 3.5 inches by 2 inches, right? That means that the width, or rather how wide it is 3.5 inches wide and 2 inches long. Okay, now um another thing you should know is when you design business cards, most of the times they are for print, right? So there's something you also have to know when you are designing for print. Okay, now there's something you have to know when you're designing for print. Now, for print, when you want to design a business card, you know it's going to be um printed on a paper, and they may need to do some cutting. So there's something we call bleeds and margins. Okay, there's something we call bleeds and margins. So what are bleeds? Bleeds are that part of the paper that the printer would cut off. So when you are designing your business card, you have to ensure that you give a lot of space around the business card, so that if the printer is cutting off, it wouldn't cut off your design, right? It won't cut off your design. Why margins are just basically what you've already known about margins. They are the spaces around the design itself. Why bleeds are the spaces outside the design. Margins are the spaces inside the design. So let's go ahead and create our business card. So first of all, we want to create a new document, file, new. Then we'll come over to the width. Because it's in inches, the first thing to do is to change there from pixels to inches. Good. So inches, and I said 3.5 by 2. Okay. Let's make the resolution 150. Okay. Good. So now this is our new document. This is our new document for business card. So we're going to create a very simple business card, right? I'm going to create more or less like a, should I call it a personal brand business card? Okay. So I'm going to be creating, in this example, I'm going to be creating, in this example, I'm going to be creating one for myself, my personal brand. Okay, and it's going to be very simple and straight to the point. Now, one thing I want you to know about business cards is there are two sides. Most of the time, a business card usually has two sides, the front and the back. So what that means is that you are going to do two designs, front design and back design. Okay, so what we are doing now, first of all, we're going to do the front design that has the information, okay, your personal information, email, and all those kind of stuff. So let's get started as soon as possible. Okay, so the first thing I want to create first, right? I want to create the background first. Okay, so the first thing I want to create here is the background of my image. So I want it to be a blackish background, black. I like plain black. So I'm going to create a new layer with Ctrl Shift N, enter. Then I want a black background. Okay, so shift backspace of edit fill, bring out color. Now I want black, but I don't want something too black. So this 2B 2B 2B. See this 2B 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 is good enough for me. So okay, okay, good. This is what I want. Right. Then there's an image I've already prepared for this. Right. See, I like using this image a lot. I know it's my finest picture. I don't take lots of pictures, so bear with me. I beg. So now I've dropped this image. Remember, I'm trying to build up the background, right? So um the first thing I want us to do, let us increase this image. Good. What I'm trying to achieve is I want this image to be more or less a little bit faint at the background, right? I want to be a little bit faint or transparent so that it merges with the background properly. It's a personal brand I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build for, right? So I press enter. Okay, good. So let's reduce the opacity to stay good. Good. I think this is fair enough. Okay. Okay. Uh, let's still reduce the little. So I want this my layer here. I want it to be a lot darker. So I'm going to change the color of this layer again. Shift backspace. So let me take the black down a little bit. Okay. Okay. Good. Good stuff. Right. Good stuff. So let me reduce the opacity of this image some more. Good. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to let's make it bigger so you'd see appreciate better. Next thing I want to do is let me move the image a little bit this way. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is I want to put my face. So this is what I want to do. I want to create a layout such that my face would be here, right? And then all the information I need to put on it will be here. Okay, so my face will be here, the information I need to put on it will be here. So now for that, I'm going to, you see, I'm going to bring in this image again. Okay, so because that's the same image I want to use, we bring in this image. Good. Now let's increase the size a little. Then let me press enter. Then I'm going to rasterize this layer. Rasterize it because I want to cut it, right? Good. So now I'm going to go and pick my elliptical marquee tool. Just watch me closely. Then I'm going to hold down shift and alt and make a circle, right? Hold down shift and alt and make a circle. I want to select just the head. Good. I've done that. I will now move the circle, okay, to the position I want. After I did that and I come to the middle of the circle, it allows me to move it around, right? So now I want to cut out just the head, just my head, my very big head. So Control Shift I, that's to invert the selection. Control Shift I to invert the selection. Then Control X to cut. Remember I told you I'm going to be using lots of shortcuts, right? So now for the move tool, so then I'm going to use my move tool to move it to the left, right? So click on your move tool, move it this way. Good. Let me dim this background layer a little. Good. Or do I even entirely take it out? Let's leave it there for a while. Okay, good. Now the next thing I want to do, I want to create like a gold glow around this, a gold stroke around this image. I want to create like a gold stroke around this image, right? So now this is how I'm going to do it. So first of all, you create a new layer, right? Create a new layer, click on your rectangle or your elliptical marquee tool from the center, hold down shift and alt and click to drag out. Right, then let me move it, move. Good. Right, so having done that, the next thing I'm going to do, right click, click on stroke. Right, you see the color here, right? Stroke, the stroke color. So let me change it to say, I think something like this should do. No, this is much. Good. This is, you can copy the hex code of this color if you want to get this exact color. The hex code is EDB407. So once you just copy the hex code, just type in the hex code here to give you this exact color. Okay. So okay, okay, good. You can say okay. Now this stroke is actually bigger than what I intended. So Control Z, right click, stroke. Um, let's see, you can see the width here is 20 pixels. I want it to be say 5 pixels. Okay, good. This is what I'm looking for. Good. So Control D to deselect, right? Good. So this is what I'm looking for. Okay. So you can see that our personal brand is taking shape. Our business card is taking shape now. I've already put in my picture by this side, right? And so the next thing I'm going to do, I've already put in my picture by this side. So the next thing I'm going to do, I want to group our layers, right? So they are neat. So let's first start by renaming the layers. So this is layer one is what? Black background. Okay. Then this layer here is background image. Then this layer here is picture. Then this layer here is stroke glue. Good. So now I'm going to put this stroke glue layer, or rather let me name it gold stroke. So I'm going to put this gold stroke layer and this picture layer in a group. I'm going to group them together because I don't want to move one outside the other. I want to move both of them together. So I'm going to put, so I'll click on the gold layer, hold down control, click picture, right? You can right click, go over to group from layers, click on that. Okay, group one, let's just name it picture. Okay, good. So they are now in a group, right? If I now move, I move them all together as a group. Okay, good. So you can see this remaining part here. What this means is that we didn't entirely cut it very well. Okay, we cut out the image good and fine. Remember, I used my elliptical tool to cut out this image, but there were parts of the image that were outside of our worksheet. Okay, they were outside of our worksheet. So this is it here, and we're going to cut it. So what do? Go back to our image here, picture layer, bring out your rectangular marquee tool, select and Control X to cut. Okay, so go back, select your picture layer, bring it down here. Good. So our business card is beginning to take shape. Okay, our business card is beginning to take shape. Good. Remember, I was telling you about margins, right? So now, in order to place a margin on your work, you come over here to, you can see this part, this rulers here, it's called rulers. You just click on it and drag, right? So if you look at the top here, you would see some numbers, right? It's like a ruler. It's a ruler actually. So you click, this is where you used to do your measurement, right? So now this is good. Okay, this is 0.5 inches, right? So this is 0.5 centimeters. Good. So I come over here also to record another 0.5 centimeters so that we have an even margin on both sides. Good. So in here I'm going to fill in my name. Okay, let's just put that in the notepad, what I'm going to fill in. So business cards usually have name, position, the position in the company, your email, phone number, okay, name, position in company, email, phone number, what else? Then the services. Okay, although usually services are usually on the other side, right? Position in the company. We'll also put in company name. I forgot to add that. Company name. Okay, good. So let's go ahead. So for the name, I'm going to put the name here. right? So let's go ahead. My name, my full name is Anyaeji Chukwu Ebuka. Don't bother if you are typing and the thing is entering the whole face. You can always still resize it, right? So this is my name, Anyaeji Chukwu Ebuka. Let me reduce the font size to say 10. 10 is a little too much. Let's make it 9. Okay, no, 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 no. 8. Good. So move it this way. Anyaeji Chukwu Ebuka, right? See. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. So that's my name. Position in the company. Let's put C. Let's put CEO. All right. So here I'm going to write chairman, chairman slash um co-founder. All right. Good. Now for this, I want to reduce it because I can see that it's all caps. I want to remove it to small casing, and I also want to reduce the font size. I want to reduce the size. Good. Okay. Move. So let's move this way. Good. And I want to change the color of that to say white. Good. Good. And for this Ebuka, let me make Ebuka a little bold. Just testing. Let's just see. Bold. Good. This works. Bold. Yeah. Okay. Good. And this chairman CEO, I want to increase the kenning to say 200. Good. Now, as you can see, I'm just playing around, so to speak, right? I'm just playing around. You also can get creative with your stuff. Good. So reduce this, Ctrl Z. Now I'm holding down Shift key to do that resizing because I noticed that a number of times when lots of students submit their assignment, I notice that you don't hold down the shift key when you want to resize. You just drag it anyhow. Please don't do that. That is wrong practice. Wrong practice. Except there is something you're particularly trying to achieve. But most of the time you're not trying to achieve anything. You're just doing the wrong thing. Okay? So but please don't do that. So what else? I want to put a line. So click on your line tool and then I draw a line this way. Okay, this line is a little too big, so I change the width of the line, change it to say two pixels. So draw. Okay, this is still too big for me. Let me change the weight to 0.5. Sorry, that's 1 pixel then. Good. Okay, good. I think this is just what I'm looking for. Okay, the line. So let's change the layer name to line. Line. Good. Good. So now the next thing we want to do here is to fill up the rest of the information, your name and all that, right? I want to fill up the rest of the information here. Also, I want to drag a ruler to this point in order to help our things align. I want them to align, so I'll drag a ruler down to this point also, right? So here, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to fill up the information like name, or rather put the name already, phone number, email address, physical address. Okay, so I did put physical address, so let's write here physical address. Okay, good. So um good. So the next thing I want to do is the phone number. Let's just type in the phone number underneath 09022345678. Good, that's correct. Yes, that's the phone number. I want to reduce the size of the phone number. Good. Then address number two, Ladipo Labinjo Christian. Good. So let's make the um Canon zero. Good. Okay. So I want to reduce the font size. Okay. Still want to reduce it some more. Okay. Then what else do we have there? We have the services offered. Okay. Email address. So let's type in email address. Email address. Hello at ebuka.ng. Email address. So keep that here. Okay, align. So over here, the street address is 6.09 points. So you make this to 6.09. Enter. Good. So your email address is here, right? Then your phone number, let's make it the same thing. 6.09. Good. Okay. Then what else are we missing? Physical address, company name, email address, email address, phone number, services. Okay. Okay. Good. So all right. Good. Now I want us to add icons to this thing. I want us to add some icons to them, right? Let's add icons like phone number icon and all of that. Okay, let me reduce the kenning of the phone number to 0. Good, and I want the icons to be added to the right. So that means I want to shift these three. I want to shift them a little this way so the icons can stay here. Okay. So now let's get our icon. So the first icon we want to get is the phone number. So you come over to your custom shapes tool. Let's see. We should have a phone. Okay, already you can see this here. This could serve as email. So you drag it down, you click on it, right? And you draw. Good. You can see that's your email icon already. That's your email icon. Okay. That's the email icon. Click it, take it down here. Good. Rename it email icon. Okay, good. The next one we're looking out for is either the home or phone. So let's go back to the custom shapes tool. Let's see if we can get a home or a phone. Okay, as you can see here, right, these are not all your custom shapes. Ensure you come over to this little gear here, click on it, go right down to all, click on all, then click OK. Good. Now you have a lot more shapes to play around with. Okay, you have more shapes to play around with. Let me increase this. Good. So let's see if you can see a home or a phone number, shape of a home or shape of a phone. I think we should be able to see that here. Although not all shapes you can see here, but I think those ones should be here. Okay, this is a home here. Good. So we'll click and drag. Good. Good. We have our home. We have our home. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, let's do that again. Click. Ensure you are looking at the layers panel. I want it on a separate layer. That's why I undid that. So click and drag. You see, it's not on a separate layer. It's still joining with the email icon layer. So you're going to create a new layer, Ctrl Shift N. Alright, then you draw on it. Home, good. So now you name this home. Okay. Hold on. V, good. Take it closer to this place. Let's take it closer. Good. Now the phone number. Come back to our custom shapes tool. Let's look for a phone icon. The phone icon should be here somewhere. Let's see. Good. Here is it. Here's the phone icon. Let me see if I still have another phone icon here. Good, is a phone icon here. So I pick this and then I draw. Okay, I want it on a separate layer. So new layer. You know how I did that? Ctrl Shift N. Get a new layer. So this is a phone icon. Rename it phone. Good. Increase the size a little. Doesn't seem as clear as the others. Okay, so this is not as clear as the others. Do we still use it? Do we still use it? Okay, let's still use it because alright, so let's still use it